Alright, so today I'm going to be doing a review on the car. And the review on the car is because a lot of people, when they come to Thailand, usually go for scooters or scooterettes, as they call them. Um, and while that is very convenient, if you come to Thailand, the weather is also unpredictable. It's a tropical weather. So in my mind, hiring a car is slightly better alternative. Gives you a little more flexibility than you get on a scooter. The car which I hired was a Toyota Vios, and I thought I might as well do a video which will typically tell you about what car one could use if you're coming to Thailand for a short trip. This is typically useful for people who are looking to buy a smaller car, a smaller sedan or a hatchback, where they don't want to spend much on a rental car, and usually something which they can drive around when they're here. Driving in Phuket is also on the left hand side, similar to what you would find in Australia, India, and similar countries. Most of the vehicles you get out here are automatic, so if you're not used to driving an automatic, I would suggest you better get a feel of an automatic car before you come here and start driving an automatic car. The car which I hired for the duration of my trip is Toyota Vios. It's a smaller sedan, which is somewhat similar to a Honda Amaze or a Honda City kind of a, not really Honda Amaze, but a Honda City kind of a category, similar to Honda Jazz in size and capacity. So that's what this is about. But the reason I'm also doing a video on the car rental is because a lot of times when you're doing an international trip and you're looking to drive yourself, it is important that you hire the right car which gives you the right fuel efficiency, plus also matches the requirements in terms of number of bags you're going to carry or number of people you have with you while you're traveling. In my case, it was just my family, my wife and my daughter, so we needed a smaller car, not too big, and also not very heavy on the wallet. So what I did was I went for this particular version of Toyota, which is Toyota Vios from 6T. Again, I was being a little careful here because I wanted to go with some international organization or international car rental company, because that helps you to really manage things very well while you're booking or you're trying to get the car in place. Having said that, I think it's been a decent experience using Toyota Vios. Let me just now show you exactly how the car looks like and what was our experience. So I've driven this car about 1,000 kilometers roughly within Phuket. So we landed in Phuket. I picked up the car from airport the night we landed, and the next day we drove to Krabi, which is roughly 2.5 hours drive. And then again I drove this car back from Krabi to Phuket. The car came with unlimited kilometers, cost me roughly about 800 Indian rupees a day, which is as low as it could get. Car came with a full tank of petrol, and one important thing which, if you're driving for the first time in a different country, if you're renting a car for the first time in a different country, is to note that you should have a valid international driving license, which is important because that's going to help if you have an international driving license, just in case if you get into some kind of mishap. And the other thing which you also should have is valid travel insurance that could help you cover anything in terms of injuries or any mishap that has occurred while you are on a trip. So these are two important things one should carry when they are traveling, if you intend to drive, right? Okay, without much ado, let me just try and show you the car which I've hired, and we'll take it from there. Right, so this is Toyota Vios, the car that I've hired for the purpose of my trip. Again, this is one of the most popular cars you could hire in Thailand. I think the number of Toyota Vios I've seen here just tells me the popularity of this car. Again, uh, like I said, this is roughly the size of a Honda City. So you can see, it's good enough for a family of four. Like, when I get inside the car, well, I've been driving a Volkswagen, and I've been very impressed with the driving quality or the ride quality of the car. I didn't get the same feel in this one, but for rental purpose, this was an okay car. I've done literally about 1,000 kilometers. Like I said, it's got a small glove box here. Not really very impressive glove box, but then yeah, works fine. Again, from a rental car standpoint, one thing which I was a little disappointed with was this old school stereo system. This, even though if it's a basic model of the car, I wasn't really impressed with the kind of stereo system it gave. So fortunately, I bought a cheap aux cable out here for about 20 baht, and that worked, and that helped me play my music while I was on the go. And I'm a music lover out here, so can't do without any music in the car. And you literally can't survive on Thai radio if you don't understand Thai. That's really not meant for you. From interiors perspective, decent interiors for the car. You've got mirror on the visor here for the driver. Another one, surprisingly, you don't have it for the passenger here, which is usually present for passengers. Interiors are black finish. Car is an automatic, so automatic transmission was decent. Really not something I would want to use as a car, automatic car, for a long-term personal use standpoint. I really didn't enjoy overall driving experience of this car, but I think from my personal experience of a rental car, this is a good rental car, but not a long-term purchase if you're looking for something like that. And seating is comfortable. You don't have too much of hiccups, in terms of seating. Legroom is decent. You got some storage space here, decent again. One thing you will definitely need to bring along when you're traveling is your GPS, for your GPS, your mobile holder, which I have out here, and of course charger to make sure your phone's constantly being charged while you're running the GPS. This, like I said, is a 60 hire. I hired this car from them, so far so good. No worries in terms of the services. Overall, a decent rental car if you really want to go for a smaller version. Like I said, I wasn't too impressed with the driving quality or the ride quality. So this was, air conditioning is good though. The car has very effective air conditioning. Again, I sense that is because the car is not very old. If you look at this car has done literally 12,000 kilometers. So again, not a very old car, but then yeah, definitely something which